Whoops, I was really late on this video. We had a pretty good start to the year. My name's Nick, this is Sales and Trails. We're going to start off with our eBay sales. So we've had a fairly decent start when it comes to eBay for the first week of January 2026. I'm not going to complain when it comes to it really. There's been some ups and downs when it comes to sales over the past sort of month. I didn't really do crazy amounts in January, but we'll have a look at the eBays. And this is the first sale I actually had of the year. And it is a Zenit 1980s Moscow EM. So I picked this up in a car boot for like a £5, I think it was. It's all clean on the inside. Can't remember exactly how to open it. I think it's by here. But it also comes with, well, this is an SLR camera, but it also comes with a 44mm lens, Helos lens, as well as a case. And we also have a Soligor Pentax converter. Now I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is, but yeah, I think this is the Pentax converter here as well. So picked all this up for like, I think it was either a £5 or a tenner. I'd probably say it was a tenner, and I sold it for £28, which is a pretty good deal for it. They usually run around about that sort of price, but not with the converter. So someone's got a bit of a bargain there. But happy to see it go. It's quite a bit of a pain really to keep storing these. I've got quite a few cameras, so first one to go of the year. Next up, we've got a small sale. That actually is a pun, and it's a sailboat. So this is a USS Constitution. Is it USS or Constitution small boat? USS, I don't think so. Picked it up in a charity shop. It was only a small little model. I was looking at some really big models on Facebook Market. Unfortunately, I missed out on one by like 10 minutes, and it would have probably been like £100 profit. But this one I picked up for £4.99. No, actually I sold it for £4.99, picked it up for 50p. So not the money I would want, but still a little profit. Next up then, we have a bunch of DVDs. So I've been seeing a lot of other resellers picking up sort of box sets and that. But this one isn't exactly a box set. It looks like a box set, but it's kind of all loose. It's not the actual full box to put them all in. And it is Last of the Summer Wines. So I picked up series 1 to 16. The boxes aren't the best. I have notified the buyer of them. As you can see, the plastics is sort of going on them. But boxes are, you know, a dime a dozen really when it comes to it. However, they're all there. All the discs are in great condition. Just picked these up for £4, and I think I sold them for 19 or 18. You should see by here. Decent price. And finally, guys, excuse the mess, we have a Bugatti jacket. Black, virgin wool, cashmere and polyester. All the buttons are there. The zip works. Nice lining in it. Loads of pockets as well. There's all those things. There's a 44 regular. Picked it up for £1. Sold it for £16.45. I think it was all in. No, plus postage actually, come think of it. Yeah. Happy deal on that one. Taking up quite a bit of space. It was quite weighty. But overall, not a bad start when it comes to eBay for the year. So hopefully it picks up even more. Right, I start off the year thinking I've got to get back on track. December completely slowed down. I got really lazy, really sort of comfortable in the zone of not being in my full-time job. But thought I'm going to come back with a bang. And I started chucking a load of stuff up on Vinted. Pretty cheap, just to get rid of it, make some space ready for when the new car boot sales start up. I can't wait for the year to start there. I'm hoping I'm going to get some really good deals. But the first one I had is these pavers. So I picked up these shimmer black leather pavers, leather on the inside here, size 8. Picked them up for £2.50 in a local charity shop, sold them for £8. So not massive profits, £5.50, but on Vinted, no fees. Right then guys, this light is actually doing my head in, so I'm going to do this standing up. We have a Regatta breathable waterproof coat here in black. Really simple, really easy item to pick up. Dirt cheap. Bought it for £1, sold it for £4.50. A couple of quid profit in it from me. It's got everything. It's got the hood, it's got all the toggles, it's got all the zips and all the buttons working on that one. Next up then we have something a little bit different which I don't normally go for, and that's an Adidas jumper. Don't know why I said polo then for, but it's hooded. It's in a colour of like a pink coral. It's got no toggles on the top. Unfortunately, they've gone missing. However, the zips work and it's in pretty good condition. That's all for £4. No, sorry, sold for £5. Bought it for £1. So happy days on that one. Next one up then we have a Ralph Lauren polo. So this Ralph Lauren polo actually is a long sleeve in a navy. As you can see here, show you the ticket there, tag. Picked this up for like £4, only sold it for £7.50, so not much profit in it for me. However, I did have it up on eBay for a little while. It had some sort of viewing and 1 or 2 watches, but it wasn't going anywhere, so I thought cancel it without the fees, get it done, get it sold. Happy days on that. Next up then we've got a standard, and I mean a very standard top. Sorry for speaking out of the camera then. And it is a Koga rugby top. Picked this up for myself and realised then actually I'm not going to fit in a large, so I did put on a few extra pounds over Christmas. So yeah, picked it up for £1, sold it for £3. I think it was £3 or £3.50, one or the other. However, still a couple of pounds. Like I said, getting rid of all these items pretty cheap to make room for the new year. We then have the next one then is a caramel running top, black and pink, pretty standard, UK 18. Not much to it really. Caramel's quite a simple brand to pick up. Not really a lot of money in it. Picked up for £1, sold it for £3. Finally then, a bit of an unusual one for me, and I wouldn't normally pick it up. It's a Jules. So I've not had a Jules before, but this one is a embossed or embroidered polo top. They're sort of, I wouldn't say flagship, but it's a very, very original, regular top. It's in a blue and a red sort of style, and it's a XXL. Picked it up, thought I might be able to wear it myself. Bit too spacey on it, but picked it up for £4, sold it for £8. So overall, quite a few items going out on Vinted, making some room. Nice. Think I need to invest in more lights instead of using the main lights. It's not very good. We have one more sale from the whole bundle, and this is a pretty nice one actually. It's a Seasalt Cornwall raincoat. It's in, I think it's an embossment, no embossment, it's a Encompass trench coat here. So I picked this up in a local charity shop. It's not in amazing condition. I picked it up for, I think it was like £7, sold it for 17. So I thought I'd keep it quite cheap so someone can get a nice bargain. As you can see, it's really faded. It's got some markings on it, and also the sleeves aren't in the best shape at all. I have taken pictures of this and sent it to the customer. They said it's completely fine, they can use it for like dog walking and whatnot, so not a problem there. But this is waterproof, breathable. It's got a nice sort of fleece lining on it, and it's also hooded. Nice deal. If you ever find any Seasalt Cornwall, it's always worth picking up. It's good money in it. Yeah, sorry about the lighting guys. I still need to get one of those freestanding ones. I'm probably going to do a switch around in this room, maybe even get rid of the desk and go for a laptop. But we have some more sales on Vinted, and the first one is this one. I didn't really know much about this. This is St. George by Duffer. As you can see by here, St. George by Duffer. Now this, I didn't realise was actually a Debenhams top. So didn't really get much to it. Bought it for £1, sold it for £2.50. Not a lot of money in it, but it's extra cash. Next two then, both sold for £5, both bought for £1. The first one is a really nice top actually, just not my size. It's a Hugo Boss. It's like a grey sort of, almost slight purple into it, with a orange sort of splash effect all over it as well. Size large, as I picked up for £1, sold it for £5. Vinted is super cheap when it comes to these sort of items, so even if you want them for yourself, have a little look on there, you might find some bargains. Finally then, I really like this one, but I realised there was a little bit of damage, so I had to reduce the price on it. It's a cashmere blend, super dry cardigan. Really nice sort of cardigan on this one. It's got like some sort of like flurries of pink, like on the actual logo by here and all around on the neck. It's picked up for £1, sold it for £5. The damage is very minimal, but it is there, and there is a pull. There we go, pull on the thread there, unfortunately. So £12.50 there, spent £3, triple my money easy. More clothing guys, more clothing. I'm selling so much more clothing than I used to. I'm not actually huge into clothing, but when I go to a sale and there's some items there I pick up for £1, normally going to make a couple of quid on Vinted. This is an eBay sale however, and it is a Morley cardigan. These recommend a retail price at £40. It was on a sale for £12, but I picked it up for £1. and it's a large. The only reason why I could sell it for £8 is because there is some damage, i.e. there is a missing button here. However, I have mentioned to the buyer that there is a spare inside, so it's just a quick repair on that one. But £1 into £8, I'm not going to complain with that. Rounding off this week of eBay sales, as you can see, I still haven't got the lighting sorted, so apologies for that. It is on its way. We do have a couple of tops. So this one is a Solomon running top, and the next one is a Asics running top. Very similar colour, both in large. Sold them both. This one was £5, the Asics, and the Solomon was £7. They're in very good condition. There's no markings on them. There's no sort of threads coming loose or anything like that. No sort of marks in that regard. But I don't run, as you can clearly see. But yeah, thought I'd let them go. Bought them for £3 each. Sold them for £5 and £7 retrospectively. Right, I said eBay for those two shirts. It was actually Vinted. This is the last of the week sales, and this is eBay. And it is a Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic World. I think Jurassic World, anyways, on the bottom there. This one actually does have the noise, but it does have the motions as well. He twists his tail, moves his head, does open his mouth. Does need new batteries, as you can tell. It sort of starts it, but doesn't finish it, unfortunately. But yeah, so I would say as tested, it is working, just needs a little bit of extra juice in it. Picked this up for £3 in that bundle, which was £10.50. Sold this for £13.95. Going to be a bit of a pain to pack, but I'm not going to complain with that extra profit on top of that. But nice little find. And that's the end of the sales for the first week of January of 2026. A new year. Hopefully we're going to get some really good deals throughout the course of the year. But January started off a little bit slow. eBay starting to pick up a little bit. Vinted actually off to a little bit of a flyer. I've been putting a lot up on there, mainly to shift a little bit of the gear that I got behind me. And we're going to have some really good sales, I reckon, next week. I've just put up some very good items, such as a Gant bomber jacket. Put that for around about £45–50, so hopefully we'll get that. But it's been a relatively slowish start, but I think it'll be better than December anyway. It's just that there's not going to be a gap of 2 weeks, me just taking my time and everything like that. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you can leave a like, a sub, if you did enjoy, of course, and let me know what you thought the best item was of this video. And I'll see you in the next one.